Good evening, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to the show once more. I'm so happy that you're here. Um, so you are in for a treat tonight. We're gonna have Donna Hicks-Mitchell with us. Man, I'm gonna give you one word: remarkable. Right? She's coming on in just a second. In just a few minutes, I should say. But come on into the room, come on into the meeting, the live. Please, if you're here, let us know that you're here because I can't see if you're here or not unless you make a comment. So please come on in, say hello to myself, to Donna, whoever it is you know. We'd appreciate that. Just say hello, let us know you're here, check in. And as you're checking, after you've done checking in, please grab a friend, invite a friend. You know, things like this is more fun with a buddy. You know how we ladies are. We love to have that partner. We like to have somebody with us. So grab somebody with you. And how do you do that? You do that by tagging them in a comment section. You can copy and paste this link, right? The live link. You can put it on their page, in their inbox, text them, WhatsApp, however you communicate with them. Let them know that the remarkable Donna Hicks-Mitchell will be here momentarily. So kindly do us that favor and grab a friend or two or three to go with, to share this experience with you. So I try to get on here a little bit early so that our viewers would know we're live, they're reminded. A few people said they're coming on. So, you know, life happens, children, work, husband, spouse, whatever. So we want to give you a few minutes to relax, get settled, get your book, get your pen. Nuggets will be dropped, right? This amazing woman have amazing nuggets. So get everything ready so that you don't miss anything. Grab a drink. I'm excited myself. I have my notebook, my pen, my fingers. But come on into the room. Good evening, everyone. If I have not yet met you, my name is Paulette Rolle-Alesnik. My name should be on the screen. My website is pauletterolle-alesnik.com. Check it out. Please don't forget to connect with us. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. It's my name. It's at Paulette Rolle-Alesnik or at Paulette PRA. Would love to connect with you. Would love to just chat and get to know you. So come on. And also, when you chat with us, I found out last week I didn't know who was on YouTube and who was on Facebook Live. So just... Okay, sorry, they're chatting in the back. They're chatting in the green room. I'll try not to read that stuff. So let us know. Let us know where you're watching. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, just say something. Say hello. Give us hi. Give us a thumbs up. We love to engage with you. Okay, so come on in. I know Donna invited some of her friends, and I probably don't know some of you, but I would like to get to know you and say hello. Come on into the room. We'll give everybody a few more minutes. I would say 7 more minutes to get in and get settled. And as they do, I want to remind everybody who comes in to say hello, say hi, thumbs up, I'm here. Tell us where you're from, represent your city, your state, whatever. I know something my mom taught me, just good old fashioned Southern Island charm, is when you walk into a room, always greet people. And I tend to have that even online. And now that our lives have moved online so much, it's one of those things where I always wave at people or say, hello, I'm here. So just say hello to us. Just say hi. Yeah, one of those little hand things. Thumbs up, I'm here. Tell us where you're watching from. You know, that sort of thing. Don't forget to grab a friend. Just hit them up. Just go, hey, guess what? Donna's coming on. I want you to watch this with me. So we don't want you to miss a beat. And I promise you, Donna comes. So this is something about Donna and all the women that come on this show. They don't come alone. They come as many, all right? There's a quote by Maya Angelou, and I want to read it. It says, she stands alone. She comes alone, but she stands on the shoulder of many. I wrote it down so I don't miss it. So the women who will be on this show, they are the success of their parents, their grandparents, their great-grandparents. They stand, myself, we stand on the shoulders of the women who have fought, women and men who fought for us to be here so that we can have jobs, so that women can have jobs, women can vote, women can be in positions like doctors and attorneys, women can be global VP of DIE, and just giving voice to equality and voice to diversity. So we stand on the shoulders of those who have gone before us. I want you to know that. Any success that's on this show, it's because many have fought for us. Many have spoken up for us. So I thank you for that. Come on in, come on in. Josh, you know I can't see them. And also coming up next week, we'll have the amazing Kathy here. We have history, we go back. This woman has her hands. It's when we talk about multiple streams of income, you know, it's not like, oh my God, people don't know what they want to do. They do. They have a job and they have a business, but they want multiple streams of income. So they're doing multiple things, and they start with one, and then they add and they add and they add, because you know why? This is what the wealthy do. The wealthy people do this, and we're just like, okay, we're going to do this too. Nothing new, nothing new. So coming into the room, you already know what time it is. It's time to chat multiple streams of income. And we're going to do that with the walking millionaire, Miss Donna Hicks-Mitchell herself. I'm excited. I am watching the time. I'm watching the time so that I can bring Donna in at the appropriate time. But say hi to me. I don't want to be alone. Somebody say hello. Say hello. And I guess I'll let Donna share that. I want to share that. But if you're just jumping on, my name is Paulette Rolle-Alesnik. My name is on the screen. Thank you for joining us. I so appreciate each and every one of you. I don't take for granted when you take an hour out of your week to join me to hear what these women have to say. I don't take that for granted. So thank you. But do me a favor, say hello, and then go grab a friend. How do you do that? You're going to text her, WhatsApp, or inbox her, or go ahead and paste this live on her page and tell her, hey, ladies, we're about to chat with Donna Mitchell. She's about to drop some nuggets. She is truly remarkable in every sense of the word. So please do that for me, and let me know where you're watching from, YouTube or Facebook. I'm learning about this, right? So like, people were texting me last week, like, I'm on YouTube, so I can't, you're not seeing my live chat. And I'm like, oh, okay, so that's what it is. But we're learning as we go along. We're learning and we're growing. It's almost time. I know Donna's in the green room. She has a quote that's on her website, Donna Hicks-Mitchell, no E, Donna Hicks-Mitchell.com. It says, when people of diverse backgrounds come together and are free to bring their whole authentic selves to the workplace, remarkable outcome occurs. I love that, Donna. I love that. And I just captured that. I grabbed that. I'm like, I have to share this. It says again, when people of diverse background come together and they're free to bring their whole authentic selves to the workplace, and in this case, to a live chat, remarkable outcome happen. So ladies, are you ready to meet the remarkable Donna Hicks-Mitchell? I want to introduce you to her real quick. Let me read her bio so I don't mess up. I want everybody to meet Donna Hicks-Mitchell. Josh, if Donna's ready, let me know. So Donna Hicks-Mitchell, she's an executive coach. Oh, there she is. Hi, Donna.
Hi.
I was just about to introduce you. Are you comfortable?
Very, thank you.
You're welcome. You got your big tea.
Yes.
Got your big T. People are jumping on. I don't see any conversations yet, but I don't get to see it. So Josh, you can let me know what you're seeing on the dashboard. But we're so happy that you're here, Donna. Tell your friends, if your friends are there, ask them to grab another girlfriend with them, another lady, so that, you know, the more the merrier, right? I've been asking them to tag someone in the comment section and just place this. A lot of people didn't know how to do it. Hi. So they didn't know how to do it, but basically you go on my page at PauletteRolle-Alesnik.com. Hi, Shirley. There you go. Now I can see. Sister Shirley is from Lake Wales. Thank you for joining us, Shirley. But go ahead and grab somebody as you're coming into the room. I'm old fashioned. I'm from the islands. And you know what? Like I said, my mama taught me when you walk into a room, you say howdy, you say hi. So say hello to us because that's hi, Rosie. Oh, Rosie's here. I thought you were on a plane heading to the West Coast. But that's what my mom says. Say hello because that's just what we do. Right, Donna?
Yes.
We have that good old fashioned charm. So say hello to us. Say hello to Donna and myself. And also grab another girlfriend. Guys, sorry. But grab the ladies. How do you do that? WhatsApp them, text them and say, we're live with Miss Donna Hicks-Mitchell, the walking millionaire. She's got so many nuggets to drop. Facebook, YouTube, just go ahead and just do whatever to get them in this room, because I promise you something remarkable is about to happen with this woman right now. And I see that he's promoting Kathy. She's coming up next week. Another heavy hitter. But thank you, Rosie. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Joseph. Whoever else, I appreciate you saying hello. I'm going to introduce you to the remarkable Donna Hicks-Mitchell so that we can get started. She said, hi, Donna. Donna Hicks-Mitchell is an executive coach, master facilitator, author, and speaker. As a premier retention strategist and an emerging voice for diversity, equality, and inclusion, she currently serves as the global VP of DEI for a Fortune 500 company. She also contributes to executive roundtables, corporate keynotes, leadership training, and executive 1.1 coaching for many companies around the world. Her work is centered around building executive culture of trust, safety, and authentic engagement in order to unlock the collective power of team and ensure that all contributions are platformed and recognized. I love that, lady. Ultimately, Donna partners both with individuals like yourself and myself and corporation to articulate remarkable strategies that facilitate remarkable conversations that leads to remarkable outcome. Ladies, put your hands together in the chat. Put your hands together because Donna is here to take us down this amazing journey. Donna, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm doing excellent, Paulette. Thank you so much for having me. I am super uber excited.
You look it, you sound it, and I'm so happy that I know you're such a busy woman. Rosie said to tell you, Rosie said, welcome. You're such a busy woman.
Hi.
You're just around the globe working full time. You have a business, you're speaking engagements. You're doing these corporate things, you're doing these church events, you're speaking. So let's start with this. You are just doing your thing. I'm serious. You're out there making your own. You're at the top, but yet you choose to reach back for so many people. So many people, when they make it, they're like, hey, I got mine. It's just me and my husband and my kids and our dog, and that's it. Donna, you don't have to reach back. You don't have to look back, but you do. And you do so much in the community, in the body of Christ, to lift people up. Why do you do what you do?
Excellent. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I was like, who's she talking about?
You beautiful one.
I truly believe that our calling and our purpose is divinely given. And the reason why we have gifts, talents, and abilities, it's not for us.
Okay.
It is truly to lift someone else up. It's truly to help others to succeed, to reach their full potential, And personally for me is to give God back the glory. And so I am just a vehicle that he uses. I thank him for having the opportunity to be used in so many different ways. But for me, it's about fulfilling my divine purpose on earth, and that's to really be a reflection of God.
Amazing, amazing. You know what I find enlightening, that successful people, because often you hear that only poor people believe in God, and when you make it, as you forget God. I find it so enlightening that successful men and women give God the glory, and I honor you for that. I honor you for not forgetting God. So ladies, come on in, grab a friend. If you, Shirley and Rosie and whoever else, when your friends come on, tell them to say hi to myself, tell them to say hi to Donna, because Miss Donna is here. Ladies, she's here to teach us how to discover our position at the table, to create culture and powerful networks, to cultivate and develop correct mindset. I love that too, right? Cultivate and develop a correct mindset. She's a speaker, she's a leader, she's an author, she's a strategist, a DEI expert. She is a dedicated corporate consultant. She has so much nugget. And honestly, her experience and the role she has played is what qualifies her to speak into our lives today. So I hope you have your pen. I hope you have your paper, because Donna will drop some nuggets. Donna, now who you serve exactly?
All right. Well, I serve corporate clients. And what I do is I go in and I help them to create remarkable cultures that make space and attract, retain, and develop diverse talent. So Black and brown people, women, all other ethnicities, making sure that we have a voice and a space in corporate environments in a healthy culture. Okay. I also serve leaders in helping them to build those cultures, inclusive cultures, by having the right leadership hat on to ensure that they're leading inclusively. So those are the two demographics that I primarily serve.
Okay. Now you mentioned corporate America, you mentioned leadership. What if there's a lady on here live or on the replay? She might say, but I'm not a leader, Miss Donna, and I don't do corporate. I'm trying to get to that place. Do you have something for them? What type of program do you offer for those who might not be the corporate Fortune 500 company, or even not a leader yet? What do you offer?
Absolutely. So, Paulette, my philosophy is a little bit different. I do believe that everyone is a leader in their own right.
Gotcha.
Moms are leaders of their home. They're leading the children. They're co-parenting. They're leading the families, if that be the case. And even those with small businesses, they still are leaders. They're still taking responsibility and leading based on their principles, based on what they're offering to the marketplace. So I believe that everybody's a leader. Okay. So for those who are not in the corporate environment, who might be in a nonprofit or just want to be entrepreneurs, I help women to discover that everything that they will ever need to succeed is already inside of them. So if it's confidence that you need, we can do mindset work. If it's a specific skill set that you need, we can do that work as well. If it's finding your voice, we can do that work as well. So there's a myriad of things that I've done over the years, and I continue to customize my offerings based on what my clients need.
Okay, great. So that's good. So you basically you serve women.
Women are, that's very close to my heart, only because I had to navigate the corporate ladder. Yeah. And a lot of the businesses that I have run, many times I didn't find people who might have looked like me, who might have been role models for me. So I want to make sure that all the things that I've learned and all the pain that I've experienced and all of the lessons learned, I can actually share with someone else to make their journey easier.
Oh, that's wonderful. And I'm going to now talk about something personal. Ladies, you hear her talk about having to navigate the ladder. And I know many of you probably can relate and go, yeah, tell us about it. So Donna, you're from New York.
Yes.
You literally work for Fortune 500 company. You're doing great things. You're traveling the world, but you didn't just get there. You didn't just leap, there was no leapfrog. And you're a woman of color and coming from a big city and now in another big city in Tampa, would you mind taking a moment to personalize your life, your success, and tell us, how did you get here? And what are some pivotal points in this journey for you that might encourage the one who might just be starting or might be on step 2 of the
Oh,
ladder?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So it's interesting. And I shared this quite recently on another broadcast, in that when I was little, I was born and raised in Queens, New York. And that's part of the genesis of hip hop. And
Right.
so I grew up with, Run DMC in my class. And I grew
Oh,
up, yeah, they're like my best friends. When I see them today, when I'm traveling, I'm like, hey, Jelly, what's up? So, it's something that I didn't realize it at the time, but I was growing my wings. So I used to rap. I used to drop bars. I used to be on the scene. And I didn't know at the time it was actually building my oratorical skills. I mean,
right.
I can lay some bars. And so with that, as I continue to grow and expand, I realized that my community around me in New York City really was instrumental in helping me build my confidence. And so when I did finally start to work in a professional environment, I didn't have limitations. I didn't have a limited mindset, because I've already been on a microphone in front of thousands of people, at a stadium. I've already done that. I had the support of my friends and family along with me as well. And so when I got into those environments, not having a limitation on mindset, I just dove right in, worked really hard, and I was able to succeed. But some of the other things that occurred along the way, to answer your question directly, is that I made sure that I had the right team around me. Today, I call it my own board of executives, right? My own board of directors.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that definitely included mentors. It included allies. It included people who I can actually glean from and learn about their journey. And for me, that also includes mentorship. And I mentor on 3 different levels. I always have. It's been something that's really served me well. Mentorship on the peer level. So those are the people that are on the journey with me. So as I'm learning, I'm sharing with them. And as they're learning, they're sharing with me. So that peer mentorship was really critical. Also, too, there's that downward mentorship. So that's somebody who's coming into an organization, or someone who aspires, to your point, Paulette, to do what I've done. So
Yeah.
I make sure that I reach back and I share tips and tools with them so that they can aspire to be where I am. And so then there's upward mentorship as well. Those are the people that I aspire to be like. And so I am also looking up and I'm gleaning from them. As mentioned, they're pouring into me. And so that's how the continuum happens. So I'm pouring into others, they're pouring into me, and we continue to grow together as a collective. And I found that that's very instrumental and helpful when you're on your journey or on your career path.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. And I want to meet Run DMC. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they're dope.
On
They're
to the
dope.
beat. I know a lot about you because we have history, but I didn't know that. So
Oh,
you see, I didn't know that, girl. You got it. When you go to New York, that's one
Queen
Run DMC's house, and we got to
is
invite
everything.
Nova too, right?
Oh, yeah, right?
Definitely, definitely, ladies. Donna just told you she comes from, like she said, she doesn't have the limited belief. So if you're on this call and you feel you have limited belief in your career, finding your voice, whether that's as a parent of teenagers struggling to get that, that teen to move forward into adulthood. Donna doesn't have the limited belief. So if you want to connect with her further on a deeper level, please, it's at the Corporate Diva. She's on Instagram. She's on Twitter, LinkedIn. Her website is Donna Mitchell. Is Donna
Donna
Hicks?
Hicks-Mitchell.
Yeah,
Donna
I knew that. Right.
Hicks-Mitchell.com. It's
So
fine.
let's get that on the screen, Josh. Let's get that on the screen. So DonnaHicks-Mitchell.com, which is her
Yes.
name. Just so you can connect with her, because I'm like Donna, I believe in mentorship. I
That would
believe
be
in
amazing.
mentorship. I credit just everything, even my mother, starting with my mom, being an incredible mentor to me. Where I am is because of my mother being the first mentor in my.
Mm,
And when I left her home, I connected with people I wanted to be like.
Yeah.
Right? People I wanted to be like, even if I didn't know at the time what it was, but that's what I did. So let's, again, DonnaHicks-Mitchell.com, at the Corporate Diva on social media. You can meet her there. All right. So ladies, don't forget, I want to see you saying hello to Donna. We're going to take questions as well shortly. Donna, you'll be able to see the questions. So we're going to break for those in a minute. So Donna, let's talk about multiple streams of income. I know you have the health product. I purchased some of those for women, youthfulness and skin and all that stuff. You have the beauty, right? You have that going on. You have the speaking. I've heard you like on the stage, not rapping, but really touching the heart of women for change. I've heard you for years and years. You have the ROW method, which is remarkable outcome for women. The RED blueprint, love that. And then you have corporate career coaching. You do so much. And of course, you have a full-time job, right? So you have money. And this is what this show is about. We're bringing women on that are remarkable, are amazing, and successful, but they're smart enough to say, I don't put all of my eggs in one basket. You know, your full-time job, you make good money, you speak and you travel. We were talking earlier how your calendar's already booked up, but yet you have all these streams of income. So let's talk about that. Why do you do this? And what advice do you have for women like us to do something like this?
Absolutely. There's a principle. It's in the good book, and it says there's much food in the fallow ground of the poor, but injustice sweeps it away. And so when you really break that apart and break it down, is that we all have so many gifts, talents, and abilities that we can bring to the marketplace. And injustice can be anything. Injustice can be our failure to fulfill that gift, our failure to bring that gift to the marketplace. It's not only, corruption in the sense of something being stolen, but even something being rotted, right? So Miles Monroe says, I believe it's Miles Monroe who talks about how many books and songs that have never been sung, books that have never been written are in the graveyard because people never bought it to fruition. So going back to what I just stated, there's much food in the fallow ground of the poor, but injustice sweeps it away. That speaks to us. We have a responsibility, everyone, that if you have a gift, a talent, whether it's singing, whether it's baking, whether it's real estate, you have a responsibility to deliver that into the earth because it will be of benefit to someone else. And so for me, I want to die empty, as Miles Monroe would have said, right? I want all of my gifts to be manifest so that I can be a blessing to others. And so also, too, that God can say, well done. You've done a fantastic job with all that I've given you. And so for me, I am trying to burn it on all cylinders and to enjoy the journey at the same time. So one of the things that I stopped doing is doing things for other people that didn't serve my soul and didn't bring me joy. I started to make decisions about where I'll spend my time and energy, and what's fulfilling to me and what's going to actually help me to produce what it is I need to produce and to deliver into the earth.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. Wow.
Yeah.
So ladies, that explain why she has multiple streams of income. And I don't know all her streams of income, but I do know a few, and she's really crushing them. She's really crushing them. So want to remind you, whether you have a full-time job or whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're unemployed, know that in this time, especially with the economic climate, we need probably this many streams of income.
Yes, cryptocurrency, real estate, write a book, ebooks, blogs. We can go down the list.
Right, just like she said, produces into the earth, and you'll be rewarded financially for it because Donna's not charging anything to be on this show. We don't charge anything for the show. But when people like this give nuggets, it comes back to you financially as well, because you are providing such great content for the world and people out there. Ladies, I want to take a beat. if this information, even at this point, is helping you in any way, up-leveling your life, if you feel like, wow, I love what Donna has to say, and we haven't even started talking about investment, take a moment to follow us. Again, it's at the Corporate Diva, DonnaHicks-Mitchell.com. Just keep that on the screen, Josh. So at the Corporate Diva, DonnaHicks-Mitchell.com.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And please connect with her. And connect with me. Follow me on YouTube. It's my name, Paulette Rolle-Alesnik. Just go ahead and subscribe. And next to subscribe, there's this little bell ding notification button so that you do not miss incredible women and remarkable women like Donna, because we have them coming on. So Donna, you started down this little rabbit hole of investment. So let's talk about investment. What do you think? I'm going to ask you the number question first and then investment. For the women here and for myself, thank you, Rosie. Rosie said I feel the same. For the women here and for the replay, what do you think is a safe financial number for us to have, and why? Right? Talk about investment. What do you think is a safe financial number? I know that number varies according to what your goal is and your family, but just across America, you travel, what do you think is a safe financial number to live, and why?
Well, first, let me say that I am not a financial advisor, so any information that I give is only a personal opinion. So we always have to do disclaimers. Right. For me, I want to make sure if I'm on salary, I have at least, it used to be what they say, 6 months worth of savings. Mm-hmm. That's no longer. I say I would want at least 2 years worth of savings, only because our, the markets and the volatility, possible volatility as of late, it's a lot different from when that first 6 months worth of savings. So I'm a ferocious saver. Is that a word? Ferocious saver?
Ferocious. Yeah, it is. It is.
I'm like one of those girls that put away the nuts, put away the nuts, put away the nuts. But also beyond that, I believe in smart investments. And so I would say to educate yourself. We're in such a technological age now, right? So many of you might have heard of cryptocurrency, right? What is that? What's an NFT, right? There are so many resources via YouTube. Clubhouse is another gang area that you can really learn about these types of investments. Yes. But get educated. Do your due diligence. Find out how instruments actually perform before you actually invest. So that's one of the things I would definitely say. Real estate holdings is always a sure shot. Paulette, you know about that. And so
Did we lose Donna? I think we might have. There you go. You're back.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure what you heard or what I might
real estate. I heard real estate. It's a sure shot.
Mm-hmm. It's a sure shot, Paulette. You know about that. But what a lot of people are doing right now is that they're doing Airbnbs and they're doing long-term, short-term rentals. There's so many ways to diversify your portfolio and to make additional monies. Sometimes you just have to be creative. Hugely, right now, you can just about monetize any skill set. There's someone in the market that will be able to be attracted to what you offer when you package it right. So diversifying the many areas that you can actually produce income is definitely a win-win.
Great. I hope you ladies are taking notes, right? I'm going to listen to the replay even for this show. Diversify, diversify. Oh, and so Donna said something that I am going to hold on to, and I just learned this maybe a year, 2 years ago. You can monetize just about anything, right? And don't worry about what people say that, you have too many irons in the fire. If you can talk, monetize that. If you can dance, monetize that. If you can do hair, walk dogs. I'm telling you, there is a need for services. And my whole company, which is all those of you who know me on this line knew that I did a complete career 360, right? Mm-hmm. And I choose to do this career 360 because I realized the need for women to up-level their lives and understand money, not just make it, save it, spend it, save it, but understand how money works. The pandemic taught me that.
Oh, yeah.
The pandemic taught me how money works, and watching wealthy people, how they operate money. But
how
then,
they reposition.
right, let your money work for you. But any skill set I have, I realized I learned that from my parents on the island, that our parents would teach us to make money so many different ways. Yeah. So I have that as a foundation for me. And I came to America and I'm like, oh my gosh, you can make money. So grab onto these nuggets, ladies. This remarkable woman is telling you, I'm telling you, monetize what you have. Now you might say, I don't know how. Donna can teach you how, because whether you're doing it on a corporate level, personal level, Donna is a mother. She's a wife. She's a minister. She's a speaker. She's an author. What else? She knows how to cook. She travels the world. We've traveled together. And so there are so many ways that you can connect with her, and that she can teach you how to monetize these skills. And Donna, before we go into how people can even get closer connected with you, you talk about getting educated. What are some inexpensive ways that women can learn about what you just said?
Yeah. So I don't know how many people are on Clubhouse, but Clubhouse has been instrumental in helping to teach me about cryptocurrency. Okay. And NFTs.
Okay.
And short-term investments. This is a place where dialogue is kind of happening, where people are sharing their experiences and they're sharing their knowledge, and it's absolutely 100% free. Another place is YouTube. You would be surprised at how much free information is on YouTube. Yeah. Interesting enough that any topic that you can think of, someone's on YouTube sharing that information. But get this, they're getting paid for it. Paulette just talked about monetizing, anything. Every single time you're watching YouTube and you see a little paid ad occur, after maybe 2.5 minutes or 3 minutes of content, an ad shows up, those people are getting paid. Right. So, I mean, you can make a lot of money getting sponsors, partnerships, etc. on YouTube by maximizing that. So there's so many ways, but those are two free ways, just off the top of my head. Clubhouse and YouTube are really great spaces that you can start to learn about content.
Well, that's a great start. That's even this. I have a YouTube channel. Some people are watching there now, as I can see from notification, and we hope to monetize this. So everything you do, and get your kids to do it too. Like during the pandemic, I was just in this house by myself. Even if you went anywhere, just nobody was there. So it was a lonely time. It was such a depressing time for me. You know what entertained me? YouTube and TikTok. And these kids had the dumbest thing. I call it dumb, but I laughed and I watched it again and again. And
they're getting paid.
Yes!
Millions.
They're getting paid, these kids.
Millions.
I mean, like, not even in high school, some of them. These two teenagers would sit down and watch a video, and they reacted to it, and then we would laugh. Those kids are making millions, I heard. I'm like,
it's crazy. It's absolutely insane how much money. It just takes a little bit of creativity, innovation, and the old school word, chutzpah. Just got to do it.
There you go.
Remember that word, chutzpah?
Yes. It sounds
just got to do it.
It sounds Jewish, but yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It is Jewish. That's great. Get your questions in here so we can ask Miss Donna. YouTube, like she said, Clubhouse and YouTube, it's just a great start. You don't need to know everything at once. We're not financial advisors. We're not trying to give you financial advice. Mm-hmm. What we want to do, though, is have the dialogue about multiple streams of income. It's time, ladies, especially for Black and brown women, to navigate finances beyond the little job. So I feel the calling in this season of my life to get all women to understand how money works, and understand that when you get your money to work for you, and when you have multiple streams of income and compound that, That's where your generational wealth. I know you want to leave something for your babies, right? I know you want to leave something for
Yeah.
your dog. You're not going to do it on a job. Just saying. So have
Did you
multiple.
say leave something for your dog?
Yeah. You got to leave something for your dog. Josh, we can see you. Yeah, some people want to leave something for their dogs.
I
So,
know you leave something to make sure they're cared for, but yeah.
yeah. So that too. But make sure you have multiple streams of income. And that's what this whole conversation is about. Dialogue, having multiple streams of income. Donna, you have inspired us. You have strengthened so many people. You have guided so many people. I want to ask you, where do you go for your inspiration, for your guidance, and your strength? Where does that
The
come from?
source. The source for me, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, definitely. God is everything, and I when we started our conversation, I spoke to the importance of that in my life and really understanding where my purpose lies. And that's been quite a journey because many times we come and we say, "Oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I can do this, and I can do that." But when you start to really take stock of the reason why you're here. What is your primary gift? What is it that you are to deliver that no one else in the world can deliver like you? It is your unique gifting, unique talent, and it is your unique ability. And I believe that God has stamped us with that uniqueness when we entered into this earth. And so for me, my source of strength comes directly from him. I'm grateful to have a wonderful community of women around me and men around me. My husband, who is phenomenal, you know him. He's phenomenal. My children, just my community, my tribe, and then powerful networks of brilliant women that I've connected to that continue to challenge me, to help me to grow, and to help to support me and to help me to continue to develop. It's been phenomenal. So it's my village.
There you go. It takes a village. It really does. It takes a village.
Uh-huh.
And you guys are so family oriented. I love that about you. You travel together, you do things together. It's so good watching you in your personal life. Well, now I've moved to Lakeland, so I don't see you as much. But just to see on social media, that family engagement, women, as you as you listen to Donna and you begin to move up the ladder of success in your career, whether you choose to work for somebody else or just have your own business, remember you need your tribe. You need your tribe. You need mentors. You need to connect with people. If you want to go fast, go alone, right? But if you want to go far, you want to link with other people. So link up with your family. There's broken relationships with family and you don't trust that. There are some people that, Donna, we're like family. And I'm not just saying that, like we're really like family. She was eating my auntie cooking like what, yesterday?
Yeah. Woohoo!
Yeah, so we're like family. I just thank God that God has put me around such quality women. But if you have that broken blood family, there's people out there that would be family to you, that would help you. But don't forget, you need that tribe as you go up the ladder. Otherwise, you'll be at the top. And when success
Alone.
could be hard. Success could be lonely. You might have all the money in the world. You can go anywhere in the world, but who are you going to go with? At the beginning of this, I told you to grab somebody to watch this with you because women, we need each other. When you want to go, like I want to go on a vacation. I've been wanting to go for like months since my birthday.
We were supposed to go to Dubai, remember?
Yeah, we're gonna go to Dubai. And thank
then,
the husband, he shut that down. Like y'all ain't
yes, because the pandemic was starting to rage again. I was like, oh, can't go now, but we'll make it happen.
I know. And
we'll make it happen.
I was gonna go with Rosie this weekend somewhere. But at any rate, the fun thing is when you have money and you don't have anybody to share it with or nobody else on your financial level to say, hey, let's just pick up. Donna's one of the people I call like, hey, Donna, let's go somewhere. And she can financially. Right? And I love that about it. Like, we don't need to plan for a year. Let's just go somewhere. remember you need a tribe. Remember you need girlfriends around you. Now, Donna, when to connect people with you, we're going to send them because we want, oh, there's an echo. Because we want people to have a greater access to you on a deeper level, we'll send them to your website, donnamitchell.com. Donna
Hicks-Mitchell.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. DonnaHicks-Mitchell.com. On IG, I am the corporate diva. On LinkedIn, I am also DonnaHicks-Mitchell.com. And on Twitter, I am Corp Divas with an S.
There you go. That's how you get a hold of her. So we'll send them there. But how can people contact you? I know you told them where to go in these different places, but if they want to jump in right now and connect with that mentorship and say, hey, she's on the 7th step and I'm on the first one or the second one, how can they get in contact with you right away about executive coaching, about VIP day? We didn't even talk to that. We didn't even talk about
it's all on my website, DonnaHicks-Mitchell.com. Just go to the tab that says coaching and you can book a discovery call immediately. So my calendar is there. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, my calendar is there, and we have different offerings, different services. So we have executive coaching services. We have discovery calls if you'd like to bring me into your organization to teach about remarkable cultures and leadership. Also in DE&I for our signature systems. You talked about the red blueprint, the RED blueprint. And that's the Remarkable Employee Development Blueprint. And then we have the ROW method. If you think about row in a boat and moving forward as a team, it's remarkable outcomes for women. So we help women to become stronger leaders, find their voice, develop their skills. And so all of this can be found right on that website, DonnaHicks-Mitchell.com.
Wonderful. So ladies, if you want to connect, please do. If you have any questions, you can ask it now. You can ask it, just put it in the chat. We'll get to you. Is that me?
That's me. Sorry.
Oh, no, that's fine. This is live. So I don't go for perfection. I want to go for life, right? The dog bark.
You know, I think since the pandemic, everybody's like, look, we're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. You see cats crawling on in back of people's heads when the kids are running during Zoom calls. Right. You know, we've all relaxed a little bit. So thank you so much.
And rightfully so, because that we had to burst that bubble somehow, because life happens. You know, the dog will bark, the phone will ring. You're on one phone and then the other phone rings and who knows what happened? Wi-Fi will go out. It's the reality. But here's the thing. We're here and we are
Amen, sis.
Our lives, right?
Amen, sister.
Above ground. God is good. And we're making money because we are diversifying our funds. And I hope to I haven't finalized her invitation yet to have somebody to talk about stocks and options. Because, I do those. I work the stock market, but far from an expert. I don't even want to teach on something like that. But I have a girl that will. So please connect with us once again. Paulette at Paulette PRA at Paulette Rolle-Alesnik. You'll find me across social media. Donna, thank you. Oh, don't forget to connect with Donna. Connect with Donna. Thank you once again for joining us, for teaching us how to discover and position ourselves at the table to create and nurture powerful network. Cultivate and develop the correct mindset. So as we wrap this up, we've mentioned maybe 4 or 5 times this correct mindset and limited belief, but we didn't deep dive that. Mm-hmm. And that could probably be for another call. But thank you. And before you go, I want you to just explain, what is it? What's limited mindset? What's correct mindset as we wrap up this call so women can understand, what are you guys talking about and what does that have to do with me?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's a great question, Paulette. So since we're in many cultures, some cultures not, but in many cultures, we start to limit our children. We start to limit our offspring by saying, no, don't touch that. No, don't do that. You're going to get hurt. Don't go over the edge. Stay where I can see you. Don't try to tumble off of that. And so we really start to have these limitations placed upon us without even knowing it, right? So we're just free little kids and we just want to do what we're doing. We want to explore, we want to taste, we want to climb. We're doing what's naturally inherent to us to discover. And so as we grow older, we start to sometimes create fears, right? That stop us and limit us from, oh my gosh, I'm not going to jump in the playground because I might get hurt, or I'm not going to go out for that audition or that part because maybe I'm not too good enough, because I've always been told to be quiet. Children are seen but not heard. And all of these things start to compound and they start to put limitations on us. So what we really have to fight against is to have those limitations stop us from fulfilling our true purpose. And so with that, the correct mindset, the freeing mindset, is truly that I can do all things. And many of us know the end of that, through Christ Jesus, who strengthens me, right? But truly, to let go of those limiting beliefs. And if you want to, like my husband's always trying to get me in a helicopter, or if you want to go skydiving, why not? Mm-hmm. Live life to the full, have fun, enjoy yourself, and take off those limiting beliefs. If there's a position that you want to go for, no limits. Can I see you say no limits in the chat? If there's if there's an investment that you want to make and you've done your research, go for it. No limits. If there's a business that you want to open, but yet you've been kind of thinking, well, maybe not now, get ready, because there's no limits. You can do everything that you put your heart to. Just preparation is the key to access. Preparation.
Say that again.
Preparation is the key to access.
Oh, right.
So get prepared and then have access.
That's amazing. Ladies, please give Donna a hand clap in the chat. You truly are remarkable, Donna Hicks-Mitchell. The nuggets you drop, we'll have. The good thing is this is recorded, so this will be in the replay. Ladies, find this on YouTube and share it. Please share it, because it's not every day you have real people. Like, I know Donna, I'm just saying, I know her family, her kid. So people who are successful that you can connect with. I know I have a client of mine, she connected with me and I said, why don't you go with so-and-so, because this is what you want. And she said something I think that's lends itself to what Donna said about, us being real. She goes, well, I don't know those people on social media. They put pictures up and they say things, but I don't know them. I say that to say, I know Donna. So if you want deeper access to, I call it a money blueprint, like what's your money blueprint? What's your success blueprint? And it comes out in how we talk and how we behave and how we spend and how we save.
Oh, yeah.
But if you want somebody to walk you through some of these, please connect with Donna. You guys, you have my website. It's myname.com. We're here to mentor you, or not. You don't have to use this. YouTube is there, Clubhouse. But we're saying if you need help to correct your mindset, to break, crush, disrupt limited belief, we live in that space. Both Donna and I live in that space. Why? Because we've been there before. We see that we don't want to be there. We'll see.
That's right. We said no. Not
anymore. So we've seen the dark side of struggle, and we said, we don't want this. We don't want this. Let's connect with the powerful group of people. So once again, Donna, thank you for being here.
I love you. Mwah, mwah.
I love you. Viewers, thank you all for joining us.
Thank you, everybody.
And next week, Donna, I hope you can come. You might know this lady. Kathy Hare will be with us. She has, again, her hands in so many things, and she's successful. She didn't put her hands in everything at once.
Yes, of course.
I've known her for about 25 years. And I remember when she only had a job in the insurance company. Then she had the job, the insurance company, and travel. Then she had the job, insurance company. She started building, and now she's living
That.
this amazing life. And I'm like, Kathy. So we want to bring her next week so she can share some nuggets with you. I hope you can join us. If you
Thank
can't,
you.
share, just tell others about it. Thank you,
Okay,
everyone.
bye.
Bye. Love you, Donna.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Have a great evening. Thank you, Josh. And this segment, I must say, this segment is sponsored by Dare to Change. And thank you, Josh, for being behind the scenes and helping things work. Thank you, everyone. Good evening.